This is VOA News by remote. I'm Tommy McNeil. Minnesota prosecutors have acknowledged that police officer Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 7 minutes 46 seconds. It is not the 8 minutes 46 seconds that has become a global symbol of police brutality. Timestamps cited in the document's description of the incident, much of which was caught on video, show that Chauvin had his knee on Floyd's neck for 7 minutes, 46 seconds, including 1 minute 53 seconds after Floyd appeared to stop breathing. The Associated Press began asking about the error the day after the initial charges were filed, but prosecutors have reportedly and repeatedly declined to address that matter. A dramatic shift has taken place in the nation's opinions on policing and race, as a new poll finds that more Americans today than 5 years ago believe police brutality is a very serious problem that too often goes undisciplined and unequally targets Black Americans. The poll by the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research finds that about half of American adults now say police violence against the public is a very or extremely serious problem. Black community leaders in Tulsa, Oklahoma, said that they fear a large rally by U.S. President Trump in the city this weekend could spark violence. Meanwhile, the state's governor asked Mr. Trump not to visit the site of the race massacre, where up to 300 Black residents were killed by white mobs in 1921. Tens of thousands of Trump supporters are expected in Tulsa Saturday for the first of a series of rallies across the country. Find more at voanews.com. This is VOA News. Oakland, California police say that they found 5 ropes hanging from trees in a busy city park. The mayor referred to them as nooses Wednesday and said that they were being investigated as a hate crime. Police said officers searched the area near the popular Lake Merritt in response to a social media post that identified a noose. Police said that several community members said the ropes were used for exercise. One person said that he actually put them there several months ago. One man, who was Black, told the television station there, KGO, that he was the one who put the ropes up for exercise and for fun. Now, more than 448,000 people have died globally from COVID-19, more than 117,000 in the United States. Worldwide, the number of confirmed infections is well above 8.3 million and exceeds 2.1 million in the U.S. Latin America continues to see an explosion of COVID-19 cases, with Brazil being the epicenter and having the second highest number of deaths and infections globally. China on Thursday warned of countermeasures in response to U.S. President Donald Trump signing legislation calling for sanctions over the repression of China's Uyghur Muslims, demanding that Washington stop interfering in its affairs. China's foreign ministry said in a statement that the United States must bear all the consequences of any responses from Beijing and urged Washington to stop harming China's interest. According to an internal document from Berlin seen by Reuters, the German government is sending a message to their EU states to prepare for a no-deal Brexit. They cast doubt on Britain's optimism that there will be an early deal on its future relations with the bloc. Britain quit the European Union at the end of January and is now in a transition phase. Prime Minister Boris Johnson says that he has no intentions of extending the transition beyond 2020, and he's impatient for a deal. The German government document dated June 15th says that Britain is escalating threats in Brussels and wants to settle as much as possible, as quickly as possible. It expected negotiations to enter a hot phase from September, and that there would be no transition. Facebook has closed a big political advert loophole ahead of November U.S. presidential elections. Since 2018, the social media giant has attached a paid-for by a disclaimer to political ads. It followed a backlash for failing to stop Russia from using its platforms to influence the 2016 U.S. election, but the label disappeared once people shared the ads to their own feeds. More at voanews.com via remote. I'm Tommy McNeil, VOA News.